Welcome back to the staging area, season 2.5, 763 Niner. I think there's a Niner in there. So we're going to do a little quick series of videos about something that Tyler wanted to talk about that we got suggested by the greatest Jasco employee, JT Wanner. Go ahead.
Shots fired.
No, what are we talking about? Shots fired. JT's the shit. Do you see this mat?
left.
Look at this mat. This mat's dope.
Oh, now you shot.
Okay? and then see this? See this? He did something with this. I don't know exactly what he did, but he did something. He did something with it. We love you, JT. Plus he makes the bombest baked goods. The delicious baked goods.
I didn't get anything. So
I didn't either.
Yeah, hot in your face. He only loves me.
JT, shout out, wanted to talk about resource symbols.
What about
he wanted to talk about their strengths,
okay,
their weaknesses,
okay,
symbol defining cards, so cards that best represent what the symbol is trying to do,
okay,
along with staples, what should be in every single one of those decks.
Okay, so technically I think symbol defining cards are really what staples are technically, it is defined as. A staple is a symbol defining card.
Sort of a
I don't know if I agree with that, but we'll get into that with our first one.
You're wrong anyways, because I'm always right.
Alright, so we're going to start these off by being obnoxious and doing the Jasco special by, this is technically what they view it as.
Oh, this is great, because we have this.
I got this directly from Shane before he left. Air has 4 specific things that it does best. A couple of them are obvious, like it's a primary flash symbol, it clears the cards from card pool, it readies foundations, and then coupling with chaos, it generates momentum.
Yeah, nice.
So,
okay, it generates momentum like chaos? Okay.
Those are the 4 things that it is quote-unquote supposed to be the best at.
Did you say speed?
Nope.
Okay, because technically air is like
universal.
Speed is considered universal now.
Okay, but
Morgan gives plus speed, she don't have air.
What?
So Morgan gives plus speed, she don't have air.
No, it's speed hate that is universal.
It's speed hate that's universal. Speed buff is usually a air thingamajig, gimmick, you should say.
It used to be.
It used to be, but not anymore, but whatever. So, I guess we'll go with characters. What character, I'll go last, because I think, which character best symbolizes air, in your opinion, Tyler's APA?
Now, before you say this, everyone, take your votes at home in the comments. Who you think the 2 of us are going to choose?
French. Pays. Tyler's name pays.
You ready?
Go for it.
Proto Man. Both of them.
Both of them. Okay, because they both clear card pool?
Correct.
Okay, so, and that's pretty much
probably more the first one than
yeah, the second one clears card pool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. That's cool.
But the first one has nice defensive tricks along with
this. True. Okay, that's neat. You?
I'd love to say Reese won, but I thought about it more, and the answer is Felicia. Because kicking, punching, and slamming is super big off of air, and the momentum generation is the other thing, and it also buffs speed. She buffs checking, which is very much a chaos thing.
Yeah,
but
that's just the
majority of what she does feels like it's air. And when you look at how many things Garrett Brett won using her in the kick lineup, like that's what air used to do. Like Navos was air's kill card, and we'll get to why that's a problem.
Sure. I'm gonna be cool and say Chun-Li 2-dot. And Chun-Li 1, I guess. I guess both Chunners. Yeah, both Chunners, because Chun-Li 1 clears card pool with her really bad committal ability, and
it gives kick speed.
She gives kick speed, so that's kind of neat, I guess. And she does have some momentum gen in her kit with Kikusho kicking the kit, and then we move on to Chun 2, and she, hey look, she generates momentum on character now.
Yep.
And then
does the same.
Yep. Yeah, her ultra rare, which we all know, we really know they couldn't fit Chun-Li's ultra rare on her page, so they just put it on Morgan's page. So yeah. But anywho, her rare kick also generates 2 momentum or 1? No, it bumps.
You discard a card to gain momentum,
and it bumps the momentum rating up. So yeah. So I think her, in my eyes, because she's always been primarily an air character, I believe, throughout UFS. I don't know anything about before Jasco. So.
Pre-Jasco, yeah, she's definitely more of an air character.
Because air has often had a lot of the kicks.
That's true. Okay, cool. So Let's move on to, I guess, staples then, correct? Is that the next? Or no, strengths and weaknesses. Strengths and weaknesses.
So, I believe that air's strength is the fact that it does do speed the best.
What?
It does do speed the best.
Yeah.
But to counteract that on the
What does it do?
weakness
Like,
side,
does it like
does
go in a
not
corner
do.
and it like gets speed on a spoon and it heats it up? And shoots
Absolutely.
it?
Absolutely.
And
But
then
it doesn't
decides
do a
to
lot of
leave
damage.
on the side.
It at least damage. It just forgets about damage. Yeah.
So if you look at where we are now, you had things like a girl like any other, for example, or Muay Thai champion.
Yep.
Super big on the speed side. Now we still have a couple bits, but Air's kind of lost that. And it doesn't.
came back with like
It doesn't do it as much as it used to.
It doesn't like it doesn't have
More
like,
so
those
because
giant-
other symbols do it too.
Sure.
It hasn't really lost its tools so much as things have caught up, but we still have dust in the wind.
Yeah, I remember like back in the day, like air was used. Like I would say,
Air's a defensive symbol.
air used
now.
to be like the symbol. Back like 2 years ago, maybe 2.5. Like air used to be the
When Templar had Breaker
When
Wolf.
Templar had Breaker,
Navos
and
was
Navos
legal.
killed you all the time.
And
Robert's
Summer Heat
flippy
was
kick
And
was
Robert's flippy
ridiculous.
kick just
Summer
added, you know,
Heat was crazy.
yeah,
Summer
Heat
Heat
was
legal.
crazy.
Air had the
it had
shit.
phobia. It just was like, I'm gonna dodge your shit because nobody played out of your league, so it didn't matter what was going on.
Nobody still plays out of your league unless your name is Clint Badger for Ruin My Life.
Oh, whatever. Shout out to church.
I hate you and I love you.
So I would say, you know, I think a big weakness of, since you guys talked about the strengths of it, I think a weakness is damage.
Oh, for sure.
Unless it has, like on an attack, like kind of like Felicia's kit kind of is powerful, it can give stuff powerful. It just doesn't have that foundation. Like Chun-Li has that one on Unlikely Allies, it gives 1 damage if it's a Fury attack, but you know, we had Prototype rotate, so there went Air's like main. Can you imagine Chun-Li 2 Prototype? That'd be fucking nuts.
I can, yes.
Yes.
I want to burn it alive.
It'd be awesome. Because like, hey, look, I'm gonna give this attack 2 damage.
Yeah,
Momentum.
she'd be
Boom.
fucking dumb.
Yeah, off of Earth too. You don't even have to play Air.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. But
And that's
anyway.
one of the reasons why you're able to take Robert so far in Worlds. It's like,
Yeah.
well, my attack gets powerful and now I've made it really big.
Yeah,
I've
it was
covered the
pretty
one
sweet.
problem
Yeah,
Air has.
yeah. Robert, I played Robert at Worlds 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, and Air had so much speed. Other outside Navos and Flippy Kick, it had no real damage.
I mean,
pump.
that's what made
But,
Air
yeah.
so good. It's like, well, I have all the speed in the world, and then this one attack just gets really big while I
Big.
sit here and
Yep.
jerk it.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's why I think that's why Robert took advantage of that package is because
Yeah.
by giving everything powerful,
Sure.
he got to just
Oh yeah.
he just got to dump big things on.
Yeah, exactly.
And now
Robert's a
does
good
it
air
instead.
character.
It does it
What?
really strong.
Robert's a good air character.
Yeah, Robert was, yeah. I would say Robert. Yeah, I didn't even talk about my Air character, but oh, I did Chun-Li, but
Yeah.
we're gonna pull Robert out of the vault and talk about Robert.
Jasco Eternal is a format.
I know, and I'd probably still play him. in
We can
Jasper
talk about
Eternal.
your boy with the white
He's
pants.
getting fucking destroyed because he's really bad.
And do you think Jackie then is a better air character because she just goes powerful 6 on all of
I
my really
think-
fast attacks?
I think, well, like the thing is, her attacks aren't very fast.
Use the rest of the air package to get.
Well, she can, but then you're not using like you're playing like subpar foundations. Then, like you could probably go with.
I feel personally attacked.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
My
but,
decks.
but honestly, if you look at her kit, her stuff's like 3 speed, 4 speed. Like she has the one foundation that gives you tech attack plus 1 speed. But more often than not, she's gonna want to just try to get air ground smash in your face, and then she's just gonna just overwhelm you with cards from hand.
Yeah,
That's how she kills you.
People will probably argue that that her primary symbol is probably 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she can loop air ground smash with getaway fire. Yeah. That's the reason why.
And then your opponent dies.
Yeah, trust me, it happened to me at Naps. It's
I
really
feel so
bad.
silly never
It's
thinking
bad.
about putting my 2 in my water Cossack. That's a whole other.
Oh yeah. It makes it insane. But anyway,
So staple cards is the next thing.
it's staple cards.
So Tyler, what are like the top 3?
Okay, give us an attack. We'll all go through attacks, then we'll all go through actions. We can do like each, or we can just do a couple. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be specific.
So the reason why I thought that symbol defining and staples were just a little bit different
Sure.
was because I wouldn't necessarily say that Kokosho is a staple, but I believe Kokosho does everything that Air wants to do. It
Yeah.
gets speed,
Yep.
generates momentum,
Sure.
clears a card from your card pool, and
Okay.
readies a foundation.
Oh yeah, it does click all the boxes. It does. Wow. It seems like they just like ripped that right off of that and just like, let's put it on cardboard. symbol identity, here we go.
Symbol identity .card.
.card.
So I originally
Buy all the starter decks.
There you go.
Say, I originally didn't even think of any attacks, because when I think of air, I no longer think of attacks, because the boast is gone. But I think I'd have to go with Cannonade, because now that tech has become huge off of air, thanks to
Spike.
most recently Jackie, but Spike before
too.
then.
Yeah.
Like, Cannonade became a $50 card because Spike 2 womboed people for a tournament, and then no one's played it since.
Yeah.
But I think it does a lot of more like the cutesy things that Air likes to do. Like it adds a copy of itself or a character, and there's a couple characters that used to do that for funsies. Like Proto Man can do it, Ash could do it, Chun-Li could technically do it, but that's terrible. It shouldn't. It's just that Fury does it. It's tech weapon.
It was tech weapon and ranged.
Oh, it's ranged.
Yeah.
And then like ranged, like Air is huge.
Range is usually air is usually a range. It has a lot
You'll
of
probably hear
stuff.
me say the exact same thing about Fire.
Probably. Actually.
A lot of the good, a lot of the good
you could
air
exchange-
range cards.
I say you could exchange Cannonade for Shield Ram here because it serves a similar purpose of what it tries to accomplish.
because it clears card pool and all that fun stuff.
And that's probably why its best combo pieces actually combo off of range, like Rising Monk and Tengu Dive and shit.
Yep.
And then you throw in Cannonade for good measure, check like shit, and murder people.
For me, I'm actually going to go with the Foundation, and I'm actually going to say Dust in the Wind because it has speed control. In a way, right? Isn't that on there? Is that speed?
It's not part of Air, but it's definitely what Air wants to do.
It usually Air is a speed control symbol. So like Dust in the Wind. I'm blanking, so I wasn't really prepared for this.
I was gonna say a lot of what Air used to do speed is legal. Right now.
That's true. I also didn't want to be lame and be like, well, I'm just gonna name Templar, because
under actions like Air is stacked. You have Dodge, Templar, and Bang. Arguably three of the best actions in the game.
And Unite.
I'm sorry, I don't own any.
Actually, Unite is more under symbol identity than the other ones that you named. Because it clears
with the exception of Templar, because Templar, your boy, has the offensive R, decked out in the MCS using it. It was glorious.
Well, the issue is though, gaining life and drawing cards is primarily an all-in-life thing. And the punch thing, the punch part,
the
ability that I've only seen one person play in the entire time I've ever played UFS.
The Reese part is the air part.
Is the air part?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's why they gave it life.
Yeah.
Because
we're also leaving on the table all like the flash stuff from like Raptor and Miska 2. All that's pretty much like I honestly think now that
even as far back as Miska 1.
Miska
Concussion
1.
Blast.
But like
I
would Conk Blast and E-Capper. I would say stuff like that.
I find it hard to argue though because before Raptor, Flash just like
it was bad.
Sucks. You can do cute stuff.
That's because they didn't do damage.
Yeah, they also didn't have like this whole symbol identity type thing to work towards.
Yeah. So now, I'd argue what makes Raptor the strongest is not the damage, but the 7 hand size. You have Miska who wants to do stuff and play a lot of flash attacks, but then is a 6 hand size with no draw.
But that's also because it was a prior design aspect.
But like even when I was playing Flash Vega, like you had to play like 8 attacks in a turn
because they were just like little ping attacks.
Yeah, they're little tiny attacks.
Shoot, like seriously, outside of those, everything I want to name is like rotated.
Yeah, like if you look at Air, a lot of Air stuff is all defensive. So the Foundation, you have Dust in the Wind and Ophid are the big two you immediately go to.
Yeah, but like those aren't like symbol identity though. Like,
but what I'm saying is that it shapes Air as a defensive symbol as opposed to offense.
Yes.
And I think if that's anything, the fact that we want to name all this rotated stuff or old stuff is the fact that like Air has like kind of like after the KOF rotation, it just kind of
tanked a bit.
Yeah, Air has
lost its main attack lineup, which was
Air hasn't gained anything, whereas all these other symbols are like, look,
they're catching up.
I got this big ass attack now.
Yeah, like out of Bebop, like let's just start from like Bebop forward. It got like A and K, and Spike 2 stuff, which. You're playing
don't work together.
Yeah, you're playing Spike 2 off of Life or Death anyways because she's just thematically and grammatically better.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you want to play Air Ground Smash? Cool. Play it off of Life.
Yeah, but you wouldn't play it in him though because you're only drawing 2 cards. So I would.
You don't have the water.
Yeah, it's water.
Unless
you're
stacking.
You're right. Unless you're stacking Spike 1.
Or you use Push the Limit and have your card pool and you play like Goro.
But moving it like. But also, like Mortal Kombat, you got to think like Raiden and Jack. Like Raiden's considered one of the weaker characters in the set by some, you know, because he's not like his flashy.
His character is okay, but his support is really where his card shine.
Yeah, his support. Yeah, his support. Like God of Thunder. God of Thunder's amazing.
But his support did so much more for the other two symbols on it than it ever did for him.
Oh, exactly. Like order and all that.
Like you look at Vicinity Blast. Like name a charge that's off of air.
That's not his stuff?
Yeah, that's not his stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And then you think to yourself, I think maybe Assassination Attempt?
No. Isn't M3C in charge too?
Does that work with anything else he has?
Who?
Raiden.
It's off of air.
No, but does the card effect work?
Oh, no, I don't know.
That card doesn't... That card says, stop trying to play enhances or I'll burn you. And I get to ready my character after this.
Yeah, so basically no.
Yeah, essentially...
Oh, wait, does it say when it leaves?
Yeah.
You can commit Raiden and loop it back to your hand.
But Raiden doesn't care. He's only used once per turn.
So once per turn he was.
If he did, he was commit
back on topic. Back on topic. But yeah, so I guess in short, because like, what's the time, Aaron?
16 and a half.
Okay,
another
cool.
super useful card under assets. We used to have the Sweet Baby Challenge, which we don't have, but we also now have Swordfish.
You also have Air Tiki, but Swordfish is better.
Swordfish has the momentum gain for air that Sweet Baby Challenge used to have off both air and I think also had Chaos.
But I would argue that Sweet Baby Challenge was more a Chaos and a good card than it was an air card.
No, I didn't think it had air. It had life. It didn't have. It
had 4 symbols.
It had 4 symbols.
Yeah, it had all air.
Yeah, Champ assets usage.
It had life.
We're gonna look it up.
It had life because I knew it had life. But anywho,
I know it had good because I played it in broken ass Ryu.
I would say Swordfish. Yes. Swordfish is
definitely a defining card for air.
Considering it's the one asset everyone's trying to find.
It clears card pool.
You mean the only asset that people are actually playing?
Yes.
Sweet Baby Challenge was air, chaos, good, life.
Ah, I knew it had life.
So we were all right.
Yes. I played it in my 2 dot, in my 1 dot deck, because that's how I got Snap Momentum for No Mind. Oh, there, see? Again, another card I want to name because, well, I had life. Sorry, I didn't have air. My bad. Got excited for no reason.
It did have fire, though.
It did have fire. Yeah, I missed No Mind. But anyway.
Man, air
so yeah, I guess kind of in closing a bit, air's fallen fast.
The weakness of air is the lack of coherence.
Like my Rockford PTC ranking, it went way too close to the sun, and it has plummeted.
It's plummeted.
Plummeting fast.
Yeah, 4-0 to 0-4.
3.
Oh, it's 3 and 3. 3 and 3. Yes.
3 before,
3 left,
and 3 after.
Yeah, it kind of has fallen a lot. So.
I would say that the biggest weakness Air has now is a lack of coherence. It's trying to do too many things at once.
Yeah,
you have
I can see that.
The clearing the card pool, the flash.
Well, I would say like the attack line. I think the foundation bases are okay.
Oh, the foundation base is fantastic.
The attack lineups don't match.
It's just right now defense sucks, and you have to aggro to kill people.
Chun-Li is the first actual where I would say that
the attack lineup.
Air is her gimmick. Yeah. She is the first actual air character to be printed probably since.
Well, life is doing a lot.
Chun-Li.
You mean
in Street Fighter?
I would say more Felicia, but I get you.
As a comparison to Fire, for example, Fire's got a lot of self-mill now that it didn't have before, and they're like, all right, Fire does this, and it's been kicking ass lately with card design, and then Air's kind of.
Well, I also think it's because at the time they were designing these cards, Air was really good.
Yeah.
So it's a roller coaster.
So the next set, Air gonna be great.
So
secretly Reese 3's
we're gonna say Air's fallen. It needs some damage, but not too much. And
Flipcat's a perfect example.
Yeah, Flipcat's a great example.
It has just enough damage to make it really hurt if your opponent's not paying attention.
And it does air things, so that's pretty cool. So so the next episode we're gonna go over all. I take it, right?
Yep.
That's
going in alphabetical order.
So all. So stay tuned for that.
When I mentioned a card that I wish had Air.
Like, comment, subscribe. Follow the link to our Patreon in the box below. You can get early access to something whenever we start it. So thanks again for watching. And Aaron, hit that button. Good night, everyone.